Oh, lovely.
Circle?
Lovely, bubbly. No blue circle of death, okay? There are a lot of things that I can tolerate, not the blue circle of death.
We're live.
Somewhat,
Yeah.
but I'm Jacob.
I'm Michael. Welcome to What the Fuck.
Thank you for everybody who's been tuning in and seeing this. And if you're watching this on YouTube after the fact, by all means, appreciate it. You guys, if you missed the live and you want to go over to YouTube, go ahead and
I've been deleterious. I did not get the last two shows up because I've been feeling a little under the weather.
I
But
understand
they'll
that.
be up shortly.
But by all means, throw comments on there because it's always a pain in the butt on Facebook unless you're interacting with the live show. Because then it just doesn't stay. It doesn't go with the video once we transfer it over to YouTube.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which is kind of a bummer because I always like the back and forth conversation.
Exactly.
You know. Of course, we have several people who are always tuning in. So.
I know. Business first.
Business first, yes.
So we have a special treat tonight. These are limited. Extremely limited. We're lucky enough to have them down here at Lowside.
Okay.
Very, very oddity that we have them. Because these are usually reserved for much bigger accounts.
Oh.
These are a limited run from Arturo Fuente.
Okay.
They are called Rare Pink.
Yeah, I was seeing that.
Tonight we've got 4 fingers in the pink because 4 of us are smoking them.
If your fingers are this long and that skinny, I mean,
4 will work.
You got like witch's fingers at that point in time, and we're gonna smoke them. Yeah.
At least I did not put all 5 in the pink this time.
I'm pretty sure you put 5 in your brown.
Hey, I put 5 in my browns routinely.
All right.
So these are a limited run. Part of the proceeds go to breast cancer research.
Oh,
not
nice.
Susan Corman, thank God. It's the other one, American Cancer Foundation. They're extremely tasty. These are some of the finest cigars that Arturo puts out, short of the Opus, obviously. They're a wonderful stick. They're available down here at Lowside for a box purchase only. You get 5 sticks, and again, part of that, the proceeds that Arturo picks up for that goes to breast cancer research. So with that, let me light.
That is tasty.
Like I said, it's one of the finest Arturo puts out, specifically because it's for the breast cancer.
Which is always good to see. Companies, corporations, organizations doing that type of thing. Just as long as it's actually going toward them instead of, Clinton Foundation.
The particular foundation that this is going to actually is one of the ones that is on the better side of the 80-20 scale. And if those of you don't know what the 80-20 is, it's what percentage of donations go to Administrivia versus go to actual work at the charity. And you're always going to want to find a charity that's on the better side of that 80-20, where less than 20% is going to Administrivia. I'm under no illusions that Administrivia is free. But I don't want 80% of my donation going to make sure that BLM gets another mansion.
Yeah. When you sit there and you're like, hey, how much is actually going out the door and actually benefiting other people versus how much is being paid to the CEO, the VCO,
looking at Goodwill,
the ATO, the ATF, the whatever. Yeah.
Exactly. So important. And this is, I don't want to make it a dig at our fellow allied station, KPFB, but unlike Maurizio, who is charging $25, this is because he's on the air, on radio, is charging $25 for a sound bite for the town board. You're basically saying, I am so-and-so and I endorse the town board, or I am so-and-so and I hate the town board. Charging $25 for that. A little steep in my taste. Unlike him, we're an open show.
Yeah.
If you want to talk about something, if you have a gripe with us, if you hate my beard.
Or mine.
You're welcome to show up, and we're not going to hurt you, mostly.
Well, we might hurt your feelings, but I'm pretty sure we can do that on the air anyways.
Exactly. That kind of.
Yeah, I mean, I don't mind somebody coming up, giving me a handshake, and having a conversation with me, as long as they don't handcuff me.
What does that mean, Jacob?
So it's a old terminology for like when you're in the military and somebody really wanted to talk to you, and they wanted to be in a. So it's just you come over, you shake their hand, you're like, "Hey, I'm Jacob."
I'm Michael. Good to meet you, sir.
And then, as you guys can see, Mike released, but I'm still holding on because this is like an anchor line.
Like an clingy ex-girlfriend.
No, because a clingy ex-girlfriend would be more like this. No, I'm talking about sitting there holding this and then just
continuing
keeping the eye contact, but I'm just doing this
trying
again.
To project power.
And again. No, if I was trying to project power, I would stand up and do it from here.
Oh, okay.
So that way you have the duality level.
You think that works on me?
For you, I don't believe so, but for other people.
Because my podcast or our podcast is called What the Fuck?
Yeah.
Do you think I give a fuck? I'm all out of fucks to give.
Yeah, but it roots back to psychological aspects, as well as like they even tell you in parenting, like if you're trying to have a conversation, you're not trying to be domineering towards it, to get yourself on equal eye level. And that's more for a conversation. You and I mean, we're relatively the same height, and we sit where I can turn and look you in the eyes. It's not like all of a sudden, you turn around and staring at my junk because I'm standing behind you.
You put your dick on my shoulder?
No, but if you turn just slightly, it'd probably rub it.
Okay. I'm not leaving you. I'm just getting my drink.
You know what? I completely forgot my drink too, but...
You know what we should have?
What?
We should make old fashions on the air.
Oh, that would be delightful. But
makes a sharp old fashioned?
Who?
What's your name down there at Wildside? Works Wednesday, Thursday, Friday.
Liz.
Liz. Yeah, Liz. I want to give her mad props because she makes a damn good old fashioned.
Yeah, and an old fashioned is one of those things that can be very much hit or miss.
It's not a difficult cocktail to make, but it is extremely easy to make badly.
Yes.
So I want to give her absolute, props to her old-fashioned skills.
Yeah. I don't have to... I appreciate Liz just because she knows exactly what I want to drink. It's a well whiskey and cola. That's it.
Makes a good one for you?
She whips it up quick. That's it. I'm perfectly fine and happy with that due to the factor of when a bartender knows your name and knows your drink.
Ding, ding.
No, because most bartenders, they only know you by your drink.
True.
That's it. So if you come in, you're the old-fashioned guy, or you're the one who like, oh, do you have Pinot Grigio in? And that's all that you would order. And then you have to go through the wine list, and you're like, it came from a
Answer's
box.
no, Amy.
So.
I know, but it came to me. My producer's sending quiet chats to me.
Oh, okay.
Just to make
it wasn't really quiet. It went ding.
Yeah, sorry, I had to turn that down.
Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. So, we have a lot to talk about because you and I talked about it a little bit earlier. Where do you want to kick it off?
As always, with local.
Okay.
Because I've got something that grinds my gears.
Really?
It's a day that ends in Y.
Yeah, no joke.
Okay, so we just got $1.5 million donated by VEA.
1.5? I thought it was 1. I thought the 1.5 went to somebody's foundation.
Right. That's what I was saying. You get $1.5 million donated to a foundation, and then $1 million pledged to the infrastructure of the fairgrounds.
Yeah.
Okay. Great. Fairgrounds development. We should be using our fairgrounds. The fairgrounds is a great place to do things that are fair related.
Oh, or large gathering.
Fairish?
Yeah, because
that's fair.
That's what they've been trying to do since, I don't know.
That's not fair, that's foul.
1999 when they got the land grant for it and everything else, yeah.
But you know what is foul?
What?
Them not using the fairgrounds for its actual purpose.
Well, I mean, it's also not fully developed yet.
Okay, but you know what is developed?
What?
The fireworks launch pad.
Okay.
So you would think that if you were going to be launching fireworks, you would use the already developed, already functional fireworks launch pad.
I'm wondering how many people can actually fit on that launch pad and launch fireworks at the same time.
I don't know.
Is it like one at a time? We do a round robin.
Everybody gets to shoot one off.
Yeah, like you get to shoot one, you get to shoot one, you get to shoot
What
one.
is this?
Everyone
What,
gets
an
to
Oprah?
feel like Oprah Winfrey.
So they've had to scrub the 4th of July fireworks over at Petrick Park.
Well, they were saying that they were looking for a new location from Petrick Park due to the factor of there was more houses being built on Basin that were encroaching up onto the park.
They have been told they have to.
Oh, they've been told they have to.
You know, because the Mick houses over there.
Oh, I thought it was because of like Fire Marshal Bill came in and you're like, do you want to see the magic?
Tell you something.
So
they've had to move them to a new location. And the logical location in my mind would have been to
move them to the fairgrounds.
The fairgrounds, where we're supposed to be launching our fireworks anyway.
Well, that's where your pass is when you buy fireworks in Pahrump. That's where you have to do it. And here's the thing that I really love about that is that if you buy fireworks that day and you already have a pass that's for that day, you can actually go back in and not have to pay the $5 fee again.
Right.
But if you go in and it's 12:01,
you need a new pass.
You need a new pass.
So they're relocating though.
Okay.
They're relocating them.
Well, I mean, if you can't shoot it there, you got to shoot it somewhere else. And as you said, the logical point would be at the fairground
because they have ample parking. If they flatten that field, or
yeah, well, they're going to have to flatten that field anyways if they plan on putting parking in or putting anything in there. Heck, even going through and just bulldozing it like they did to the lot.
Take a
right next to the VFW. They bulldozed it all out to clean it all up.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And what a way to start making the fairgrounds functional.
Exactly, actually using them for something.
Yeah.
No, none of that's true. We're not gonna put them out of the fairgrounds.
Okay.
So we're gonna move them from close into one set of houses.
Okay.
Because the homeowners bitched.
Okay.
No, we're gonna move them to the empty lot near the corner of Pahrump Valley Boulevard and Calvada. Big empty field.
This is Pahrump Valley. That's Calvada. Oh, you mean right by Ian Dooch?
Right by Ian Dooch.
Oh,
right?
So
they're going to be shooting them in the gooch. Right next to the park.
You mean the big field that's covered in a lot of dead vegetation that hasn't been kept up with, that hasn't had anything done with it for forever and a day.
Yep.
And they're also going to move it right next to the life flight that we have out here.
Yeah, which is going to impact their ability to take off.
Yeah, because...
And close into the houses that.
Well, I mean, if someone does get burned, then life flight.
Right.
Go.
You know, but they're moving them very close to the houses on Dandelion.
Yeah.
So screw you people that have been here. We want new people to buy Mick houses.
Yeah. Well, and then, I mean, at least when it's at Petrick, everyone knows that we typically overflow into the Albertsons, all those. And the vast majority of us that are like, you know what, I don't want fair food, we'll stop in at a lot of those eateries, eat there, and then go to the fair.
Because I want a $5 hamburger, not a $20 hamburger?
Yeah. Or I want to go in and actually sit down and, get away from the heat for a little bit in the middle of the day. So we do that. Or what my favorite thing to do is, of course, go in and grab my big bottle of water or the case of water right there. And so that way I have that ready on hand versus going through and looking for the one or two vendors that are selling water at $1 a piece.
Exactly.
When I can buy a case for $6 and it has 32 in them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what I mean. You have to play the scavenger hunt of that.
So, but in order to do this, they are going to be closing parking lots of businesses, or going to try to close parking lots of businesses.
Yuck. I wonder how Terribles is going to feel about that.
Are open. Oh, Terribles isn't impacted. It's the small businesses that are getting fucked.
Ooh. Yeah. I think Terribles would still be impacted due to the factor of, I don't know, that's the closest area that's parked as well as
an actual
open.
Parking lot?
and
open?
yeah, that has multiple ways of exiting. That's not over dirt.
Well, I'm not talking impacted as in people parking there. I'm talking actually the county closing for safety reasons.
Is that because that's where they're going to set up the fireworks?
They're closing it for, quote, safety reasons.
Well, like I said, is that
I don't know what they're
because I mean, if you're going to shut something down like that, hey, yeah, I want to put fireworks on either a concrete or a cement pad.
There isn't one.
So that way they can. Well, I mean, there is one at the fairgrounds.
Yeah, there is.
Looking at you guys.
Yeah, hi.
Yeah, that's just asinine.
Now, so it's going to impact the small businesses that way. Let's talk safety.
Okay.
One of the advantages of having the fireworks down at Petrick is Fire Station 1 is where?
Right there.
Is
at, like
adjacent.
At the well, it
shares a parking lot with the pool complex.
Yes, it's pretty much like Petrick goes all the way back here. The fire station is like kind of like 2/3 up into the park. And if I recall correctly, Fire Station 1 is always what?
Staffed?
Staffed.
Fully staffed?
Fully staffed.
With multiple engine companies?
Mm-hmm.
And at least 2 medics?
You know what I also wonder?
And Scott Lewis? Do
they also have fire hydrants there at Petrick?
Yes, they do.
Yeah.
I'm looking for. I didn't get a chance to on my way in today. I was going to drive around and look for the nearest fire hydrants here.
Yeah, I'm wandering around here because it's like, okay.
Theoretically, they should.
Yeah, I wonder if Great Basin Water actually finally put them in.
Great Basin services this territory, and by law, Great Basin is supposed to have fire hydrants in everywhere that it services. And that, you get serviced by Great Basin, don't you?
Yeah, with a dry rub and tug.
No, you don't even get to reach around. They just go straight in dry from the back.
Oh, so they give you the prostate treatment?
Yeah, no lube. 5 fingers. 5 fingers. They're a little brown.
Nice,
I like my cigar.
Callback.
Now, my next question is, having dealt with explosives in my lifetime and being a firefighter at one point.
Okay.
Does EM or has EM updated emergency management, Scott Lewis, have they updated their plan, their pre-plan to deal with this issue here? Because we're dealing with
because Petrick is right there. It's right next to the fire station, and as well as that stuff is
and has been done for years and years and years and years. There's likely a pre-plan in place.
Yeah.
For a ground level full detonation.
But down here, once again, I brought up the factor of old growth vegetation that's been doing that forever and a day that no one's gone through and cleaned out. I mean, the most thing that people will clear out with that is if they go over it with their off-road vehicles.
Right.
And then it's not just that, but then you have the park itself for ENH, but the backside of it is also a wide open field.
Yes.
That really hasn't been developed even for parking.
No, it's just an open field. It actually is fairly well cleared.
Well, just outside, but beyond that, it's all desert brush.
Right. So we're dealing with 1.3, maybe 1.4s.
Yeah.
Those are classes of explosives.
Yeah.
You're from
really.
Well, the average schmuck out there.
Okay, I thought you were having a conversation with me, and they were listening in.
I'm helping them out when we're talking about this. You know, your 1.3 is your commercial grade big ass fireworks.
No.
Pushing explosives.
Yeah.
They're low order, so they're not high explosive.
Yeah, for me it's 1.1. That's mass det.
Yeah, exactly.
And all of a sudden you go into the fragmentation, then you go into fire, and then you go into moderate fire.
So, in this last year, in the fireworks season, there were several large order detonations of fireworks on the ground and in warehouses.
Yeah.
Including the one in San Diego where they had the fireworks out on a barge in the harbor.
Yeah.
And there was a barge in the harbor until the first shot of the fireworks show.
Okay.
And then it went kablooey.
Oh, the entire thing went.
There was no barge left.
So instead of da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-do-do, it went da-da, boom.
It went boom, and then you have hundreds, if not thousands, of shooting various directions,
Oh, residuals.
cook-offs, that kind of thing. So clearly there would need to be an emergency plan.
Yeah.
For a ground level full cook-off.
I just realized I forgot my drink, and this cigar is so nice that I actually want to have a little sipper with it.
Okay, go.
I'm still listening to you. Come on.
You're still on the air. The mics go that far.
Yeah, it's kind of nice that way.
This commercial break brought to you by the Los Angeles Dodgers. Not really. Not really.
They did just get the strikeout.
So, with that plan, you would have to have an evacuation zone. Okay? You would theoretically have to evacuate a casino full of people, a housing development full of people, a park full of people, and a group of businesses. Guess what they're full of? People.
You mean like here at Low Sides?
We're at Petrick, your evacuation zone from where they were shooting, just given the idea in meters, because I like meters. I'm metric like that. Is about 400 meters, give or take.
What?
400 to 600 meters.
I'd be
for half a kilometer.
I'm looking at 1.3.
Exactly, a half a kilometer.
1.3 minimum withdraw is 400, but then you also have to look at the withdraw distance from where it's thrown to.
Yes, that's always a concern.
So yeah, that's a big time deal, and we already know how much the if you're at Fire Station 1, you'd probably have the capabilities to use the all call, so that way all phones in the area would get the message to evacuate said area or stay out of said area.
Correct.
I wonder if they have that mobile capability.
They don't. Or they do, but it's not used.
Okay.
This is yet another gripe I have with Scott Lewis. We do have emergency broadcasting system set up in this county.
Wow.
EBS is set up to broadcast the NWS alerts, the national alerts, the local alerts, the Amber alerts, the various alerts, and we can use that.
Mm-hmm.
It's theoretically supposed to broadcast out to all broadcast media, all of us. So AM, FM, TV, legacy broadcast.
Yeah.
Not us. We don't have it. But having worked in legacy broadcast, I am intimately aware that they have it.
They just don't use it.
They don't use it.
Mm.
We get our EBS, or got our EBS when I was with 98.1 from Vegas.
Okay.
And it was very spotty because guess where we are? Not in Vegas.
Yeah, caught in a blind spot. Because I mean, like, even when I was traveling into Vegas for a comedy show, when we had that heavy rains the other day, it wasn't until I started going up the mountainside that I got the notification for flash flood warning. And I was
we get flash flood warnings here all the damn time from fucking NOAA. There we go, NOAA. And FEMA.
Okay.
But they do not get broadcast.
The
only reason I know about them is I have the FEMA app, which everybody should have. It's free, but it gives you those broadcasts. And occasionally the sheriff's office put them out on their website.
Okay.
So yeah, that we don't have that capability.
Yeah, I gotta take the opportunity to plug the FEMA app too, because in addition to being able to get your own location, if you have loved ones in other areas that you want to help take care of.
Very true. Like I have mine set up for OKC. Howdy, Sean. I know you're listening. When you guys win, because it's not an if, it's a win, you guys get the swirly things in the sky. I get notified.
Yeah, I get notified when my nieces have thunderstorms in Buffalo, Minnesota.
Nice.
So
that way you can call them and be their thunder buddy.
Yeah.
Nice.
Or at least check in on them after the storm passes.
Yeah, because you never know what can happen, and that's the reason why I know that you are a big get prepared before rather than after individual.
Absolutely.
And of course, uh, everyone knows that coming up, we got Halloween.
We do. And
I,
October is preparedness month.
I did appreciate that Nye County put out a publication saying, "Hey, be careful, plan your routes accordingly, so that way you are not speeding and running over a little one." That potentially this could be
Yes.
their first Halloween that they're going out, that they're not in a stroller or a wagon or something of that nature.
Uh-huh.
And the last thing that I ever want to do is inadvertently run over somebody's kid.
Now, thankfully, we're pretty much dedicated to trunk or treats here,
Yeah,
which is helpful,
but
especially with streets that aren't so well lighted.
yeah.
But you still have the to and from those trunk or treats.
Well, and that's one of the reasons why my big concern is for any event that we do out here is always parking, because I have seen Lakeside get inundated.
Well, yes, they have one of the bigger trunk or treats in town.
They have one of they have I should say it's one of the biggest, it is the biggest trunk or treat that they have in town due to the factor of they open it up to the entire RV park.
Right. Okay.
But there's that field that's across the way, and
Uh-huh.
then people will literally park all the way up and all the way down Homestead. And I mean, I'm glad that they have the bicycle lane,
Mm-hmm.
but there's a couple times that I'm like, oh great, there's somebody dressed in all black with just a reflector, no lights, nothing like that,
Uh-huh.
and you're like, you don't see them till it is already, I would have hit them while stopping.
Uh-huh.
So,
Now, and the other thing about Lakeside, and this is a terrible loss to the community. I want to bring it up because it was his favorite holiday. We lost a member of Sheriff's Auxiliary this last year. That used to be one of his favorite events, and he was actually in charge of traffic out there, or parking and that kind of thing.
Probably anyone who went to Lakeside probably had interaction with him over the years.
With Auxiliary member Booze. Booze is a great guy, cigar smoker. I liked the man. He was very good and very dedicated to the community. We lost him last year at some point, and I don't recall the date.
Well,
but you know, the event will be a little smaller because of that. What else we got local?
I don't know.
Okay.
I really haven't gone through to look up the local events for what's going on as of late. I mean, you know me, I'm like,
Yeah, I know.
where am I going to be? The cigar lounge or that? But we are shifting our temperatures, so if you are operating a well, I will say this
that's
from
important.
personal experience.
Very important.
Go check your PSI. This is really important because as we go from the hot temperature to the colder temperature, your well may not be pressurized the way it needs to be
Mm-hmm.
to maintain proper function. And that's regardless of whether you have a bladder,
Or bladderless.
a bladderless, or a membrane that separates it. Usually the membrane ones are for typically smaller houses.
Right.
But a lot of the ones out here will have bladders. You need to check the PSI in there. As well as in your vehicles. It was just 2 months ago that we were hitting almost 100 degrees, and now we are dropping down occasionally into the 40s at night. And so I'm just saying, hey, just a public service announcement. If you want to save some gas, as well as save your tires, as well as save your well water,
Check PSI.
check your PSI.
So let's move on to national, because I don't have anything for the state. So I have some bad news.
Government's still shut down?
The government is still shut down, and this is completely related to that. For those of my brothers and sisters that are still in and are trying to get out, sucks to be you. Because they are extending all enlistments by 45 days. You've already tried to separate. You've got the paperwork in. You're ready to walk out that door. You're short time. You're counting them on your fingers. You just got extended.
Yep.
For 45 days.
And you know what sucks about being extended 45 days? If you're trying to retire, you have to retire on the first of the month.
Right. So now you're screwed all the way into the next month.
So
And it's 45 days that you're stuck without pay.
yeah.
Hey, I had an interesting one come up at work this week.
Yeah, what do you got?
Had an employee who's supposed to be relocating from the East Coast to California. She's supposed to relocate October 20th. Still stuck in the East Coast because she's on an H-1B. And they cannot update the primary location.
Better to be stuck there than in Lodi.
So until the federal government opens,
They're
she
stuck.
can't move.
So, in other interesting news, remember we talked, this is something we didn't chat about earlier, it just hit my mind with the H-1Bs. Remember we talked about the Sing Trucking?
Okay.
And then Sing Trucking and Sing Trucking? Guess who just got busted in California for running one of the largest cargo theft
Wow. Let me guess. Sing Trucking?
Sing Trucking. They would take the container, the delivery, the haul. They would take it to their warehouse, unpack it, and claim it was stolen.
Oh, okay.
They just arrested 6 members of the Singh family. The same Singh family whose driver killed a bunch of people in Florida. The same Singh family that had, name not given, driving for them. Yeah.
No bueno.
No bueno. Well, that's where they should be sent, Jeff. Straight to Sing Sing.
I kind of find it funny that you brought up that they, with the government shutdown, they can't update the H-1B visas, because you brought it up to me after last show, which was we completely missed the Amazon cloud service shutdown.
Oh, yeah. H-1B visas. Why is this important? Well, you have a Ring doorbell?
I do not.
Okay, but if you did, it was shut down. You have a smart bidet? You ain't washing your ass. You got a smart shitter? You can't flush it.
Really?
Yeah.
Is that because, like, I have to run it through an app that's connected to Amazon servers?
Yes.
Okay.
The app is hosted on AWS. You have their card processing. Yeah, I guess you're not taking cards today.
Or
you got a smart lock. Guess you can't lock it.
how about this one? Canvas for high school
Was down.
was down as well.
Yeah,
I
couldn't
mean,
go to school.
Yeah.
well, you could go. The kids could go to school, but I mean,
You couldn't
I
see
felt
them.
like they needed to kick it old school, and they were like, "Here's the book," and blow it off,
Yeah.
and be like, "Here," and the kids are like, "What's
What's
this?"
Oh, did you want to hail a Lyft or an Uber?
Ooh, that went down too.
Uber,
Yeah,
yeah.
they get hosted by AWS.
Okay.
Do you work for the U.S. government?
Not anymore.
Because we were when I was leaving Department of Interior, we were in a big push to move a whole bunch of shit over onto AWS. Thousands, literally thousands of applications cried out in horror and were suddenly silenced.
Yep.
And all because of a DNS error. DNS is very similar, or very simple. It's one of the simplest things in the internet.
DNS.
It takes the friendly name, the www.corruptionsucks.com.
Domain name server.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, that's what
yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
Nice domain name server.
We go straight to corruptionsucks.com. Well, corruptionsucks.com maps back to a particular IP address. You know, you have 69, 128, 7 dot.
You're throwing numbers at me and I'm getting lost.
Exactly, because nobody remembers the freaking IP address.
Oh.
That's the unique number that friendly name maps to.
Okay.
Because without DNS, you would have to remember 4 sets of 3-digit numbers to get to each website.
Oh, so it's similar to, without that, then you go into more dark web standards where you have to have the direct coding in that plus.
But even with the dark web, they're using a DNS.
Okay.
Because you're not having to go specifically to a specific IP address. You're going to darkweb.com or darkweb.onion would be actually the place you'd be going to. So that went down, or got miscoded, which took down all of the 1 East bucket.
Okay.
which is Amazon's.
Well, you said the one east.
Yes, East Coast.
Okay.
East Coast. Number
Number
one.
one. So
Okay.
are there multiple on the East Coast?
Yes, there are several on the East Coast.
Are there?
There are several on the West Coast. There are several in the Central area. There's several in South America, in Japan, in Europe.
So wait. But we're on the West Coast.
Right, but because, okay, and here is a failing of both Amazon, the salespeople at Amazon. I blame sales, and the devs on the back end, the people that are actually developing the application.
Yeah,
I'll actually let my wife.
I strongly blame the sales engineers.
Yes, the sales engineers for putting out the falsehood that by going cloud you have redundancy.
All right.
Okay, that it's automatically built that you have redundancy and failover. Now, that's only available if you are paying for it and check the box for it.
Okay. Which, I mean, for government services, I understand. They were like, how much extra? Never mind.
No, actually, with government services, we were mandated to only use the one. Because it's the only one they can guarantee does not replicate outside the U.S.
Oh, okay.
Okay?
No, I was saying that they went, hey, we don't want it to replicate because then it'd be more payment that we have to pay out.
Right.
But it sounds like somebody actually went, hey, no, that we actually need, but we have to use this one because it doesn't replicate outside the U.S.
Yeah.
Right.
A savvy company that is worried about uptime will realize they need to pay for
everything. They
redundancy
need to pay for the
and will do it.
And the redundancy.
Yeah, because I mean, you never want the government to shut down.
Clearly, some companies assumed they were getting it.
Nah.
Who came out this last week and said, we can't reopen the government. That's the only leverage we have. Actually, no, it was the suffering of the American people is the only leverage we have, was the actual quote.
Wow.
The suffering of the American people. He wants Americans to suffer because it's political leverage. I really hope we don't have that kind of corruption here in Knight County.
Yeah, yeah. The people must suffer more. The beatings will continue until morale improves. Yeah, thanks. That's freaking asinine.
So, we've got that happening, and it just shows how reliant we have become on tech. That one company, Amazon, who started as a book retailer, now controls roughly...
Well, book retail and reseller.
When they originally started, Amazon.com was only for books.
Yes, it was a book sales and resales.
Correct. You could sell used.
Right, like used textbooks, things like that.
Yeah.
That was Amazon back then.
That's one of the reasons why they got so freaking popular really quick, is because then college kids could literally buy those books and then sell them back and actually make more money there than getting the 10% return at the college campus
bookstore,
on credit. Let me see. Which do I want?
Cash
or credit?
Well, if you're on AWS, you can't take the credit because that's where your payment processor is. Several banks actually had to shut down.
Wow.
Because they're all AWS leveraged. How that little company became a third of all internet traffic and growing rapidly. When One East went down, the total traffic on the internet dropped by 1/3.
Really?
That much.
Wow.
And you know who was really unhappy?
Google?
No, Google was fine. They have their own shit.
I understand.
Really, the people that were really unhappy?
The people down in Texas?
Well, no, they can't get to these sites.
Oh, okay.
The Gooners. Because a great many of the more adult-oriented websites went offline. I'm being hip and modern. That is the current term for working your gear, gooning.
Okay.
Shifting your transmission.
Yeah. This was the not
there
fapping.
Is fapping.
This was not fappening.
Yes.
What fappened?
Oh, dude, Is that what we should call that? The fappening?
No, that
Because all of a sudden
that actually already
died
happened.
out?
That already happened. That was when a bunch of celebrities' naked pics got leaked.
Oh, okay. So
Uh,
that was the
The fappening.
so this was the non-fappening.
And you know what? They picked the wrong month for it.
No, the wrong month for that would be February.
No. The wrong month for that because it would have helped people.
Get through the holiday blues because like October is the start of it.
No, it would have helped very much next month. No, not November. If I can't get it, what am I going to do? I can't do it. So Amazon had that problem. Now, I'm going to give a war warning.
Well, Amazon also has another issue that's popping up where they're talking about
Robots
Yeah.
replacing 30% of their workforce?
Well, not necessarily. It's not going through, and the memo was talking about their robotics department, and then the possibilities of replacement of a large scale of their workforce. But those were allegedly just leaked memos.
Yes.
But the other thing that came up with that was not just their work staff, warehouses, but more of their office with going more towards AI. Yeah.
But
So,
if their reliability on AWS has anything to say, they'll be bringing those workers back temporarily.
well, that's the funny thing is that their response to the leaked memo was talking about actually we are plussing up our workforce for the season because we
yes.
all know what's coming up.
The Christmas holiday.
It's Christmas holidays.
Christmas,
It's
Diwali,
Thanksgiving. It's all that. You all right?
Where's my waiters?
Yeah.
I got a shovel for you, Jeff. So yeah.
So
So what do we got? I got a war warning. I hate war warnings.
a world warning?
A war warning.
A war warning.
See, I track the other things because I don't have access to Pentagon.
Okay.
I did not sign on to their pledge.
Okay. Yeah. Neither did I.
I didn't sign on to their credentialing pledge, so I don't.
I didn't get asked to sign it either.
Yeah, no, they should have. I would have signed.
I no.
General Fat.
Fat generals all got escorted out. They were like, no, here you go.
So I track things like the pizza scale and the gay bar scale. We knew that already. I track air and ship movements. I track it.
I track the Titty Club Index. Okay.
Yeah.
I want to know economics.
That is a great economic indicator.
Mm-hmm.
Which is down, by the way, badly down.
Yeah.
I track evacuations and extensions.
Okay.
I track what they're serving for dinner.
Really? Oh yeah, that's right. The steak and seafood dinners.
Yeah, because if you're not in the chair force, that means bad things.
Yeah. I mean, that was
The
just
chair force means Thursday.
no. It was Friday.
Oh, Friday. Okay.
It was Friday for Surf and Turf. I want to say we also had Taco Tuesday, which had a phenomenal that. But I think Thursday was the rotator.
Oh, okay.
So like we had either like euros or something of that nature. No. Quality of life, man. Quality of life. Slower promotion rate, better quality of life.
Well, do you remember suspiciously that Taco Day followed Hamburger Day? The leftover hamburgers they ground up and made taco meat out of them.
Yeah.
So there have been a couple of indicators that are concerning me.
There's 4 sailors in this room, and there's only 2 airports, guys.
Hey, yeah. We made better life decisions. I can't say I scored higher on the ASVAB, but I walked into this door rather than those doors.
Okay. So I'm tracking on first. We've got the 45-day extension.
Mm-hmm.
That has not happened during shutdowns before.
No, because normally the first thing that they do is they're like, hey,
Military pay.
military pay and the mandatory people, let's get them paid.
Exactly. So we've got extension of all enlistments. We've got a heightened pizza index, a depressed gay bar index over the long term here.
Okay.
We have had strategic aircraft both with and without transponders, taking off from Roosevelt Field in Puerto Rico, and from Louisiana. So B-1s, B-52s.
Mm-hmm.
There have been sightings from plane spotters that I know of B-2s taking off and leaving on a basis that would put the mission length down to South America.
Okay.
Because that's the other thing you track how long has the aircraft been in the air. Which gives you a combat radius of that aircraft. You make a circle. What's in the circle? We have the expansion of the war into the Pacific this last week, with another ship being blown up in the Pacific by military assets.
Now, when you say another ship, are you talking like Chinese
I'm
ship?
talking boat. It's a boat.
Okay, because like that's where I'm like, yeah, because the Chinese are notorious for sitting there and they're like, we have more ships, and it's like, we're not counting your fishing boats. Okay.
This was a go fast.
Okay.
4 outboard, 200 plus horsepower engine kind of thing.
All right.
Kind of job.
That's right up your alley.
Most likely running drugs from South America north. We have increased economic tensions with Honduras, refusing to take back their nationals, and the Trump response on that, basically, we're going to tear up the shit out of you.
Mm-hmm.
To which Honduras has responded, then I guess we're going to support Maduro.
Okay.
We have the Venezuelans arming up, possibly deploying mines in their coastals. Which, in response, we've seen the movement of 3 additional littoral combat ships, which were tasked with anti-mine warfare, which replaced the Avenger class, or is in process of replacing the Avenger warfare class, or Avenger class of mine warfare vessels. So now we've got mine sweepers; they're deploying mines. Okay, previously we had an Iwo Jima class light carrier, I'd call it.
Okay.
LHD or LHA. LHA. And then 3 dock ships, half a dozen destroyers, 2 cruisers, and an attack submarine. We also had the French Charles de Gaulle battle group in the area.
Okay.
Because they have their country down there, or part of France is down there, in French Guiana. Departing Norfolk this last week, no fucks given, was the Jerry Ford battle group. Wake tracers show Jerry Ford steaming at 30-ish knots going south. The disclosed top speed of a nuclear carrier is 32 knots. Okay? The nuclear carrier doesn't give a shit because it's refueled for the next 20 years. It's escorts that are fuel limited. And if they're running 32 knots or 30 knots, they're not running at efficient cruising speed. They're
at
booking.
Peak.
They're
They're
booking.
hauling ass like speed ass and trying to get there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
So that represents a significant escalation to the 15 F-35s we have in Puerto Rico, the multiple bombers that have been moved to Roosevelt Field, the 6 destroyers, 2 cruisers, 1 attack submarine that we know about, plus the Marine Expeditionary Group. Yeah. Exactly. Just the buildup of forces is
and
indicative.
A full carrier strike group
is indicative to me of military action forthcoming. Whether that's military just saber rattling, speaking softly and carrying a big stick, or if we're going to use the big stick. I'm not privy to that. Someone's going to blow up.
Yeah.
Not my ball. Oh, just drilled him. Oh, jeez. Right in the hand, Yamamoto. What the hell, buddy? Sorry, baseball. So, I am foreseeing a increasing conflict down there. Nicaragua, I'm sorry, not Guatemala. Guatemala. Repatriated the guy from the narco sub with like over a ton of cocaine.
Oh.
One of the survivors. With no charges. Fascinating. I'm sorry, it's Ecuador. Because Ecuador is run by, guess where? The gangs. They're currently in the Civil War. Which leaves only one country, really, that you can get, well, two countries that you can get decent tobacco from that we're not wrangling with. The DR.
Okay.
Well, you can get some Brazilian wrappers, and we like the Brazilians. Mexico.
Yeah, because Cubans have been out for quite some time.
Since the Kennedy administration. So,
I did get excited when all of a sudden we started talking about business relations back again.
Oh, under Obama? I was all in favor of that.
And doing that and trying to...
Stop clock, baby.
Yeah, doing that. But it's
normalizing relations with Cuba?
We're going to do this again. And then all of a sudden it's like...
no, we're not.
Hey, no, we're not. And then Cuba's going to go without power because Russia can't feed them the fuel supply because their ships can't make it there because they're running out of their own supply. Oh, yeah. That's the problem is, like, you got to pick your friends wisely nowadays. Like, I don't know. Mike, you and I are friends, but, like, there's days that I'm like, dude, I cannot afford that expense.
Yeah.
And it's like, dude, I told you I was buying drinks. And I was like, okay, are you buying them for us or just you? I just want to make sure before.
Yeah, before you show up.
Yeah. But it's like, hey, when all of a sudden you're like, I'm broke as a joke. And then you're like,
Let's go drinking.
Let's go drinking. And I'm like, well,
who's paying?
Who's paying? Like, well, I can't.
Clearly not the government because they've shut off SNAP.
Yeah. Holy shit, dude. Yeah, you're right. That's going to affect local, national.
And here's one of the things that pisses me off. Okay. You ready for a Mike being pissed off?
Okay. Sure. You've been experiencing it for a prolonged period of time.
For years. Okay. So the average SNAP benefit per day per person. We take a shot at it?
$6.
$6.75.
Oh, okay.
So you're close.
Hey, I was close. That would have, if it was prices right, I would have been under the button, but not over.
Do you know what the per diem meals allowance for an entry level legislator is? Everyone want to take a guess?
About $350.
No, less than that.
Well, I meant like in total for the day was $350.
No.
Because they eat like hobbits, right?
I'm sure they do.
First breakfast, second breakfast, brunch, mimosas. Because it's a business. 11Z's, yeah.
Yeah, I know when I travel, our company has it $75 is our recommended amount.
The meal allowance, because they don't do M&IE like we used to do in Department of Interior, meals and incidental expenses.
Okay.
They get $100 a day.
$100 a day.
$100 a day to
one person.
To feed one person. But that guy on SNAP is expected to make do on under $7.
All right. So at that point in time, like lentils, like dried lentils, dried beans, dried split peas, things of that nature.
Ramen. Lots of ramen.
Well, and that's one of the things that like I experienced
beans and rice,
in California
rice and
that kind of perturbed me is that the fast food industry had their workaround for that, so that way they could collect EBT, but then charge you a penny to cook it. Mm-hmm. And I'm sitting there and I'm like, do you mean I can buy the ingredients uncooked?
Yeah,
I thought about that.
You can actually.
Because I was baked at the time.
You can actually. A long time ago in a galaxy far, far away, my father used to help run the festival for our local church.
Okay.
And one of the guys that went to our local church was Carl Karcher of Carl Karcher Enterprises, the founder of Carl's Jr.
Ah.
And every year, all the hamburger vendors would get together and go see Carl.
Yeah.
And he would sell the raw ingredients to them, at cost
Oh, nice.
as a donation to the church.
Oh, that's
But you could actually literally go to the Carl Karcher Enterprises warehousing building in Anaheim and acquire Carl's Jr. hamburger
okay.
and Carl's Jr. buns and
Yeah.
Carl's Jr. bacon.
I think a lot of people just kind of like skip past Carl's Jr. They're like McDonald's, Burger King. I'm like, dude, I want my 99-cent biscuits and gravy, okay?
Damn straight.
And, I've been told by people who have been to prison, jail, or penitentiary that,
You know about politics?
no, I wasn't talking about that. No, I was talking about, like, if you're in the pen, like, you just get tired of biscuits and gravy. So, obviously, I have never been to those.
I will never turn down a good biscuits and gravy.
But,
As long as the gravy ain't watery. I hate watery gravy.
Oh, so you like thick, like chunky gravy?
Gotta have sausage in it.
Oh,
No bacon. I prefer it with bacon.
Dude, I don't mind it when it's mixed with both.
I'll take
down
those.
for
Fuck
that.
yeah.
Yeah. Matter of fact, that's one of the things that the missus asked me. She was like, hey, should we get this so that way when we make biscuits and gravy at the house, you can put that in there? And I was like, sure, I can. If our son doesn't devour the biscuits before breakfast.
Fair enough. I know we're running a little long, but I want to run.
We're not even running long. We started late.
Did we start late? Okay,
Yeah,
perfect.
we started late.
So let's talk about digital ID.
Oh, shit. You
In
mean
the
what
UK.
Texas is having to do right now?
Yes, the digital ID for Texas that they're
Yeah.
copying the United Kingdom.
Yeah.
The United Kingdom that's
Which
now
is really funny because Texas is like, don't tread on me. And then they're like, hey, you want to access porn?
tread harder, Daddy.
I want you to scan your ID to be able to get into your porn website. And I'm like,
So
wow.
originally, the digital ID was touted as being as your veterans ID and your to vote ID
Okay.
and your to travel ID.
And this was all in the UK.
This is the UK.
Okay.
They have now expanded such things because we know how government works. They start with this much and then they take what's the circumference of the earth? Length.
Yeah. AKA, once you open up Pandora's box, it will continue to open until you destroy said box.
With 4 fingers.
No.
So
I've seen somebody up to their elbow, so.
they have now decided that you must present digital ID or be fined or jailed for all transactions in excess of 80 pounds. Mr. Producer, can you give me 80 pounds in U.S. dollars?
80 pounds to U.S. dollars.
80 pounds equals $106.
Okay, my bill at the damn cigar lounge on an average Friday is more than that.
Hey. Yeah.
Okay?
I mean,
The cost to fill up my truck during a few months ago
Yeah.
was more than that.
my grocery bill is
Is more than that.
is double, if not triple that, depending on whether I'm stocking up meat and everything else, which we also know that I'll save that for later for the Argentina beef.
Oh, yes.
But what you were saying is 80 pounds equal to currently
about
$106,
$106.
$106.50.
So, no transactions unless you present your digital ID.
Yeah, which means that unless you plan on buying like 2 things at a time, because like certain places over there, like a dozen eggs is like, 15, 20
Yes.
bucks.
Now, in addition to that, and this one is the one that's going to get them absolutely destroyed by their populace, because you do not fuck with an Englishman's trip to the pub.
Okay.
And you really don't. And you really don't fuck with a Scotsman's trip to the pub, or a Northern Irelander.
I would say not
Or
the
any-
pub, but the distillery.
Yes. In order to acquire alcohol in any form at all, one must present a digital ID. So your publican, that's the person that runs a public house, a pub,
Okay.
must take your digital ID and scan it in. So you must present your phone, have internet service to acquire it, they must have internet service to acquire, and scan it against the national database,
Wow. Yeah.
and record the purchase.
And people here are bitching about having to have an ID to be able to vote.
Now, why is this a problem, you say? If you have nothing to hide. But here's the problem. Right now, the UK is classifying the news, if it is any way critical of the Crown, of the Starmer's government, of immigrants, dealing with any of the rioting that is going on, any of the criminals that are being released into the streets.
I would have said immigration, not just immigrants.
As being adult content.
Wow.
The fact that the fine upstanding African that raped a 10-year-old girl that was due to be deported, as the show of we do deport these illegal people that cause problems in our country, was mistakenly, and I'll put that in quotation marks, released onto the streets in England. And there's a manhunt for. The bobbies are after him.
I'm wondering if he has a digital ID.
I don't think so. If he runs away, they'll shout stop. If he continues to run, they'll shout stop again in a louder tone. They might blow their whistle. Or if they attack a synagogue, they will wound the individual and then kill 3 Jews.
Wow.
That would be English police. Yeah. The fact that they are fortifying with K-rails and Czech hedgehogs their migrant centers because the Irish people are that angry.
Yeah, you were saying something about that earlier.
Okay. So they are angry about the fact that these migrants are not supposed to leave the center, but somehow, within the last week, 2 of them have gotten out and tried to, one is successfully abducted, the other tried to abduct a preteen girl and do unspeakable things.
Yeah, let's not speak of those things.
It is so bad in Northern Ireland, and those of you who are of Northern Irish descent, Chucky or Allah, the Protestants are singing "Come Out, You Blacks and Tans." Now, that song, for those of you who are not initiated, it goes all the way back to the Easter Rising of 1916, when they were calling out the Corps d'Invalide, the returning soldiers from World War I that weren't fit for service over there. They were sent over in black and tan uniforms to try to suppress the Irish. And they were demanding they come out and fight them like a man. It's an IRA song.
Yeah, and the IRA.
And the really Northern Irish Protestants are busting out with it. You have the tricolor, the Irish tricolor, in Northern Ireland being openly flown, which is a crime.
Yeah.
You have the Catholics and the Protestants who literally want to kill each other. They do this on a routine basis. They have marches through each other's territory and throw rocks and bottles and try to shoot at each other.
So it's like Crips and gangs coming together.
Yes, it's like the Crips and the Bloods coming together to say what you're doing is fucked up.
It's the Troubles 2.0.
Yeah. Wow.
They thought they had trouble the first time.
Yeah.
Yeah. When you have both sides of the Irish conflict coming together to say, we're coming for you, motherfucker.
Hey, we got plenty of practice fighting each other.
Exactly. Hey, we've been sparring for 800 years. Let's get it done.
You take care of the transportation. We'll take care of the buildings.
Hey, enemy of my enemy.
At that point in time, I'm pretty sure they came in and they said, until it's done.
Until it's done.
And then, they just notice.
Not hands
Didn't sit there and hold hands the entire time and hey, knock it off. It's my cigar hand.
I'd like to be my cigar hand.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah. They haven't just been there for 30 years.
No.
They've been fighting for 800.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they're censoring all that. They're censoring everything about it. Putting it behind an adult content wall where you have to show your digital ID and have your IP address recorded that you even looked at it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Exactly. We wouldn't want that happening. But you know what idea I do want to get it spread around?
What?
How good these rare pinks are.
Oh, dude. I had a hard time because at that point in time I was like talking so much that it put out. I relit,
And it was good.
and it was freaking still phenomenal.
So, like I said, these rare pinks are they're literally rare. They're rare, hard to get. But we have them in Pahrump. We're that special.
Well, low side cigar lounges, yes.
Yes, Low Side Cigar Lounge is that special. Special to me, special to you. But I do want to also say something very important.
Okay.
Very, very important. The views expressed upon this show, the opinions and conclusions made by myself and my co-host, may or may not reflect the opinions and policies of Low Side Cigar Lounge. They just happen to be hosting us because we're cigar smokers.
Yeah, well, we enjoy cigars.
This is an open and neutral space.
Yeah, I mean, I wish more places in Pahrump would be business establishments would allow cigar smoking in said location where we could actually do this, where we could have the podcast. And I mean, even if it was outside on a non-windy day.
Yes, here.
We are not opposed to going to other said locations.
No, of course not.
And especially
this
if
just happens to be an indoor location that's climate controlled that'll let me smoke cigars.
Well, I also wouldn't mind, as you've put it before, we have a Patreon. We're always looking for people who are willing to sponsor us in one way or another.
Exactly.
Or who are willing to contribute to the continuation of the What the Fuck podcast.
Exactly. And I'll also say that Arturo Fuente or any of the cigar brands that we rep or that we push don't even know we exist, so don't think that any of our opinions are theirs.
No.
The only one that knows we exist, actually there's two that know we exist.
We smoke the cigars because it's something that you do, and atypically in a cigar lounge, that's what you have.
Exactly.
You smoke a cigar, you relax, but you also have
free and open conversation.
Yep. Whether it's good, bad, indifferent.
And again, we invite anybody who agrees with us, disagrees with us, thinks we're wrong, thinks we have something completely wrong.
Okay. Before you finish that, civil discussion.
Absolutely.
Do not sit there and try to pin me up against a freaking table to try to have a conversation.
With your penis on my shoulder?
With like goons behind my back or anything else like that. Or sit there and don't try to have a 30-minute conversation with me in the grocery store.
Right.
Don't do that.
No. If you want to be on the show, be on the show.
Yeah.
If you want to talk to us on Facebook.
Or in our YouTube comments. I get those, and I'll answer them personally. But yeah, if you agree with us, disagree with us, or a political candidate for office, have a cause you want to push. We'll talk to you at least. Yeah. I'm not moving from like renaming pedophiles to MAP. I'm not doing that. No.
There are limits, and that's one of them.
Because at that point in time, then my feet will travel the map.
Yes. Absolutely.
It'll be like This Is Sparta all over again.
Very good. Well, so I've been pleased with the cigar. It has very nice earthy notes to it. It is clearly an Arturo Fuente because they have a note that carries through all of their cigars that's very pleasant.
Yeah.
All the way from their introductory line all the way up through the Opus. And I've smoked Opus. They have a distinct Arturo Fuente taste.
Well, Mike, I will have to say this. You're an asshole.
Why?
Because you gave me a really, really good cigar.
I'm always an asshole, you know that.
And the problem with that is it's sort of like somebody who eats at McDonald's all the time and then gets a three-star Michelin restaurant. You're like, I've been missing this my entire life.
The reality is these cigars in a 5-pack, so you get 5 cigars, are less than $100.
Okay.
They're in that 65 to 80 range.
Okay.
For 5 cigars.
Okay.
That are top-notch Arturo Fuentes.
Yeah.
See, they aren't this. We're not talking Padron numbers here.
We're not talking 100, 150.
We're not talking Opus numbers.
200 or $1,000 plus per cigar.
But exactly.
It's still one of those things where now I'm kind of
Hey guys, welcome back.
the next cigar that I smoke that is a budget cigar.
They're a treat and they're approachable.
Yeah.
They're an approachable treat.
So this is like the anniversary dinner.
Right.
Or
it's like going out to, and I'll rep a local business, going out to Oja.
Oh yeah.
Or going over to Stockman's.
Okay.
Or they aren't places I'm going to go get dinner every night.
Yeah.
I can't afford it.
But every once in
But every once in a while, it's
yeah.
nice to do.
I enjoy that. So,
all right, with that,
I'm Jacob.
I'm Michael. This has been yet another What the
Fuck.